What is up, Capricorn? How are you guys doing? Time to take a little peek and see what's happening with your situation in the third week of June. So, remember, this is just a weekly check-in. So, it's just going to be a short, sweet, quick, general, energetic overview. I'm not doing a deep dive into all the different situations and scenarios like I do in the monthly, the bonus, the extended, the mid-month, and all that stuff. Just a quick, general, energetic overview. For those of you who are in need of a personal reading, you can find all the information you need on how to go about doing that right down here in the description of this video. Okay? All right, let's hop on into this. Let's just get a quick look at your situation and see what's happening. What's happening with Capricorn's situation, universe? What's happening, man, with Capricorn's situation? What's happening with Capricorn's situation, universe? I don't know if I'm feeling this deck, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm feeling that deck. It just doesn't really feel like it wants to cooperate. How about this one? It's a little better. Okay. Capricorn's situation, universe. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Boom. Ooh, 7 of Cups. Well, honestly, I'm kind of feeling like the person that you're dealing with is wanting to explore other options. Or at least they are playing around with that idea in their mind. Are they successfully exploring other options? I don't know, but I can tell you one thing, they would if they could. Ooh, Queen of Swords reversed. I'm kind of feeling like those of you dealing with somebody you're not in communication with, they're contemplating whether or not to communicate with you, but I think that they're afraid that you're mad at them. They're afraid you're mad at them. They do check up on you. I wouldn't say they keep a really close eye on you, but they do check up on you fairly regularly. I wouldn't say all day, every day, 24/7, they're constantly stalking you and whatnot, but I do think frequently they do check up on you and see what you got going on. Yeah, but like I said, right now, I think this person's number one priority is to try to find somebody new. Now, why would somebody want to try to find somebody new while they're contemplating whether or not to communicate with you? If they're wanting to talk to you, what would be the point of trying to find somebody new? To try to get you off their mind, right? Now, I'm not allowed to spy on the close personal details of somebody else's personal private life. However, I don't think they're having a whole lot of success with finding somebody new. I don't think so. I don't think so, yo. So, okay, let me see how this person feels about you. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Person Capricorn's dealing with. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? See, they're a lot more hurt than you know. They're a lot more bothered than you know. Nine of Cups reversed. Yeah, I think At the deepest level, they do feel insecure. Yeah, they do feel insecure. This weighs on them a lot more, and they're burdened by this a lot more than you know. We talked about this. They do keep an eye on you. I think they got feelings for you. I think they got feelings for you 100%. But like I said, they don't really want to come forward with a love offer because they're afraid that you're mad at them. Why are they afraid you're mad at them? I don't know. I don't know if you said something that would indicate that you're mad at them, or maybe they're just projecting. I don't know. I don't know, but they're scared shitless. Okay, some of you dealt with Virgo or dealing with whatever. I also have Taurus and Cancer. Oh, I got Aries there too. Okay. Could be anybody, y'all. Those are just energies. Well, let's see if they're going to take any action towards you. Is this person taking action towards Capricorn universe? Queen of Swords. Well, like I said, right now they're trying to find somebody new. I think they're patiently waiting for an open door of opportunity. And they're planning what they would say if A, there was an opportunity to come forward, or B, you were to come forward. And I don't know though, with the Five of Wands here, you know what? They may be projecting their own shit onto you, because it kind of feels to me like, you know what it probably is? I think they feel kind of stupid. And they don't really know how to cope with that energy. So rather than wallowing in the guilt and the shame, they convince themselves to be mad at you. Because it's much easier for me to be mad at you than for me to be mad at myself. Right? It feels good to be mad at you, but it don't feel good to be mad at me. You know? So it doesn't really look like they're taking action, but they are planning. They're planning something. They're planning what they would say. They're planning what they would do if the opportunity presented itself. What's the advice? What's the advice for Capricorn? What's the advice? Ooh, Two of Swords reversed. Well, a decision needs to be made one way or the other. A solid decision. Not a we'll see. Not a I'll think about it. A decision needs to be made. No more hanging around with a giant cosmic question mark lingering in the ether of eternity. A decision needs to be made. This is telling me that the best decision would be to just put a stop to this whole situation and heal from it. This is saying it would not serve your highest good to extend or accept a love offer from this individual. That's what it's telling me. Now, for those of you who don't know, I try to make it a point to bend the advice if I can. Everything else but the advice, I read what comes through. Period. End of discussion. End of story. I don't make shit up. I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't lie about shit. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I read what comes through. Yes, people get mad at me all the time. There's people out there that absolutely hate me. I don't care. I read what comes through. But I will bend the advice if I can. Most of the time I can. You know, if we take a 1 year period of me doing readings, whether it's general readings or personal readings for clients, I would say 80% of the time, somewhere between 80 and 90% of the time, I have quite a bit of wiggle room to twist and bend the advice. But from time to time, 10, 20% of the time, the universe shoves me into a corner, ties my hands, and gives me a very specific, unequivocal message that cannot be twisted or bent. And this is one of those times. Judgment, Two of Swords reversed. There isn't a shred of ambiguity in this spread right here. Not a shred of it. So, that's what I got. Now, I don't like giving that kind of advice. I try not to, but if that's the way it comes through, then sometimes I have to do that. All right, well, we're going to shift gears, man. Let's see what's coming in for the singles. Anything new coming in for the single cappies in the third week of June? Knight of Cups. Look like something coming in to me. You're the first sign. Well, you're not the first sign that had something new coming in, but you're the first sign that the first card that jumped out was a love offer. I'm not gonna lie, most of the signs haven't really had very much luck with what's new coming in. But Capricorn is the very first sign that when I go to pull that spread, a love offer is the first card that jumped out. Oh, Nine of Pentacles reversed, though. That's probably Capricorn's least favorite card. Y'all's favorite card's a Ten of Pentacles, right? Least favorite, Nine of Pentacles reversed. So this person may not be having the best luck in the financial department. Hey, that's a lot of people here lately. Actually, come to think of it, I haven't met one person, not one entrepreneur, not one millionaire, not one businessman, businesswoman, a CEO. I've not met one person who has had a nice, smooth, comfortable past 2 years financially. So just throwing that out there. I'm not saying that makes them a bad person, but it might add tension to the connection. Oh, and we got the Ten of Pentacles upright, right? What did I just say? Ten of Pentacles upright, Nine of Pentacles reversed. Back and forth. I think this person is, they're going through some financial issues that is kind of making their behavior a little bit questionable. I'm seeing communication coming in, right? And something about this person's energy, something about it is just a little bit off. This triggers your defenses. And I don't even think you're giving this person the time of day. I don't think so. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Two of Wands reversed. Where'd it go? Eight of Cups. I don't even think you're going to give this person a time of day. Let's see what their energy and intentions looks like, I guess. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. And their intentions don't matter. But just out of curiosity, let's see. Magician. And 3 of Pentacles reversed. Tower card, yeah. 10 of Pentacles reversed. There we go. Yeah, this person, King of Pentacles reversed. I don't think this person has bad intentions. I don't think so. Now, some of you, I know this isn't all of you, but I know it's a couple of you. You know, if the money ain't right, you ain't fucking with it. I know there's a couple of you, but yeah, if you're not like that, if you are, no judgment, you do what you do. But for those of you who aren't like that, just to let you know that the main reason why this person's behavior is so weird is because they're going through some shit financially. They're going through some financial shit. And yeah, see, people don't understand this. I know some people like to try to argue this. You don't know what you're talking about. The energies that manifest romance and the energies that manifest finance are 2 ends of a spectrum of the exact same energy. It's one energy. It's one energy. It's the same energy. It's just one end of the spectrum manifests finance, one end manifests romance. They're mirror image reflection energies that are connected. Deny it all you want. You don't know what you're talking about. When something happens in your love life, it will affect your finances. When something happens in your finances, it will affect your love life. Now, to what extent, that's what we can debate all day long. Some people barely even notice it. Little speed bump, no big deal. Other people, complete and total catastrophe, and everything in between. But those energies do affect each other. They are not separate. They are connected, directly connected. And I think this person's energy is just a little bit off, a little bit weird, because they're so worried about their finances. So, yeah. But, hey, like I said, at the end of the day, if you ain't feeling it, you ain't feeling it. And their intentions don't matter. I'm a really big energy person, for those of you who don't know. I'm an energy mechanic. That's what I primarily specialize in. And if you don't feel it, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. I'm telling you, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time if you're not feeling a connection. If you're not really interested, for any reason, it could be the stupidest, most petty, frivolous ass reason. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's fair or unfair. It doesn't matter if it's a legitimate reason or something just so stupid that it doesn't even make sense. Doesn't matter. If you are not feeling it, there's no fucking point in doing it. No point. So let's just get the advice, though. See if anything else wants to come through other than that. I tell you what, I'll meet you in the middle. I'll meet you in the middle. I'm not going to say do it. I'm not going to say don't. But I will say, at least give the time to hang back and observe a little bit. How about that? How about that? At least give it a chance, because when you very first meet somebody, like I've said, energies can feel a certain type of way straight off the bat for any given reason. Any given reason. You don't want to be so quick to judge energy right off the bat, you know, because, hey, if I meet you for the first time and something feels funny, I'm going to take a mental note of that. And I'm going to observe the situation. And I'm going to patiently wait, see if I can figure out what's off. If I can't figure out what's off, I'm going to be patient and see if it sorts itself out and we end up coming together and clicking, right? But if it don't, and you've given it a chance, you've observed, you felt it out, you gave it the time of day, and you still ain't fucking feeling it, then don't do it. Then don't do it. Straight up, don't do it. But at least be patient to see if the energy wants to work itself out. It's either going to do one or two things. The energy will either get smoother or it'll get heavier. One of the two. One of the two. Things either get better or they get worse. One of the two. So, yeah. Okay. Don't be afraid to walk away from something that don't feel right. All right, y'all. Well, I feel like those were the messages that my Capricorn family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, the information for personal readings is all down here in the description, okay? All right, I'm out of here now, y'all. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all